Hi guys, it's Julian, and today we're joined by a very special guest. This is Rowena, the CEO of Totally Teach. How are you doing today?
Hi Julian, I'm good, thank you.
Very good. So today we're going to try and talk about a little bit about having a PGCE or Masters in Education and how important it can be as a benefit, especially for those who are in China at the minute, looking to develop their career in teaching. So I wanted to ask you a few questions because I know your pool and your company and what you're doing at the minute. Yeah. Why is a TEFL or a BA, for example, is not good enough at the minute for schools that are recruiting for teachers?
Yeah, so I would say that not good enough depends on the position and the time of your career that you're in. So if you're just starting, a degree in a TEFL is absolutely fine. You can come to China with that, and especially if you've got a year or so experience, everyone needs to start somewhere. But what we've seen in the last few years, especially post-COVID, is a huge shift in the requirements from schools. Right. And that's, I think, what you mean, is that the BA and TEFL are no longer kind of good enough for these schools that we normally work with. There are agents that work with other schools as well, of which then that's accepted. But in the schools, it's not even the international schools anymore, it's the private bilinguals, they want minimum PGCE.
Right.
And that's the change that we've seen in the last, I would say, 2 years, is that before it was a preferred qualification, and if you had it, you were a very competitive candidate, and then it was like, oh wow, but the vast majority of the pool didn't have it. But now that's the change that we've seen.
Wow, yeah, that's exactly what we've been experiencing as well. And we're trying to, we get a lot of students come to us and they've never heard of a PGCE before. Wow. So it's very exciting to share, the benefits of having a PGCE. But yeah, it's quite scary of how things have changed, but in a way it's for the good. We are teachers for a reason, and we need to make sure that we do keep up with the times and making sure that we are qualified to do our job. And it's not just for yourself or, to get a better salary in that sense, but you are changing the lives of the students that you are teaching. So having a PGCE is a big step forward, and it is a big commitment. So a lot of people do come to us and they say, oh, it sounds very easy. It's not, it's a postgraduate level. So you're talking level 7 in the UK, and that is a master's qualification. So it's something when you graduate with, you can be really proud of.
Oh, definitely. And I do think it holds that weight as you're progressing in your learning. So when you said about that, it's not just to have it on your CV as, check a box and then you're done. You are increasing your knowledge of classroom practices, pedagogy, like everything, and then you can pass that on to your students. So it is it's personal professional development. So yeah, like you say, of course there are benefits that we'll talk about that do come with having a PGCE, but it has to come from within and be self-motivated and want to self-study, because it is at least 9 months of online learning, but after a full-time job, and you still need to complete modules and assessments. It is a commitment.
Yeah, 100%. So we could talk a little bit about the benefits of the PGCE. So with Totally Teach, you guys know a lot more than us, but where could a PGCE take you?
That's a big question.
It is a big question.
So I'll start with Totally Teach. We have a tier system where we differentiate the school's requirements. So we have bronze, silver, gold, and now we have the platinum one.
Platinum.
So you start off, bronze tier is when the schools do require just the degree, TEFL, and a year or 2 of experience. And that pool was probably the biggest pool before.
Right.
Those were the majority of the jobs. Now we've seen the shift. So silver tier is if you have a bachelor's degree in education, or a PGCE, PGCEI.
Got it.
And now there's that shift. So more schools are, requirements-wise, becoming silver tier schools.
As a minimum.
Wow. And then gold is then the license. So your QTS, your American teaching license, your country's teaching license that enables you to teach in that country. So The obvious one based on that tier system simplistically is that you move from a bronze to a silver tier, first of all. But what does that mean in terms of the school? So it generally means the calibre of school increases, the benefits package increases, and I say benefits package because it's not, I never talk about just salary.
Yeah.
Because in what I talk about in matching, it depends on the teacher's goals and priorities as well. You know, if you're a family man.
Family man, yeah. That's it.
You're not just going to look at the one salary figure. It
Definitely
depends
not.
on everything else. Housing, fully paid holidays, benefits for the family, flights, all of those things as a package. But as a generalisation, that does increase with the schools that you can then apply to with a PGCE. And in addition to that, it's if your goal is to go into leadership,
right.
If your goal is specifically, and it's not for everyone, and it doesn't just kind of streamline you to this, but obviously if you want to get into a British international school, being a British qualification, originally the schools do specifically look for that.
Yes.
It is well recognised, it's globally recognised by all schools. So you are going then, you're starting your journey or your path, and it's that first step. Without that, you're quite limited. It doesn't mean that schools won't consider your application, especially if you've got good experience, good subject knowledge, everything else. But if you want to stand out from the crowd, especially now, then you have to at least be on the level playing field of everyone else.
Yeah.
And it is the vast majority that's in China now. We've seen it, you know, that's a great part of the job is seeing the TEFL teacher, you know, that's starting and then they're ending up as
amazing
PGCE, QTS, leadership. But now the pool is already starting here. So the PGCE opens a lot of doors, increases your knowledge and understanding, which will then, you know, be passed on to your students in the classroom.
Yeah.
And in addition to that, it's obviously life beyond China, potentially.
Right.
And I'm sure we'll touch upon that later, but it's, if I can stress enough, it's the basic requirement now of if you do want to continue teaching in China or elsewhere, and to stand out in terms of applications, because that's what the majority of the CVs have now that are going into principals and HRs at schools, and obviously us. And if you don't have that, it's kind of, you know, how else can we position you
I agree.
to get the job?
That's it. Let's talk a little bit more about the positions that you have for a bilingual teacher who has a PGCE.